The wrestling action figure beat goes on and on with Jazwares AEW Unrivaled Series 14. Let's unbox it.
Alas, I do well.
You're right. Did you collect action figures as a kid?
No.
I got a hell of a package.
We're showing everybody's huge packages off here.
Right, yeah.
Perfect.
Disappointment is ruining the packaging, and now.
You want John Cena? You like John Cena? No one likes John Cena.
This is a great series of interviews. Continue.
I have to know how
Probably should share that with me.
Cheers, gentlemen. Hear all that noise in the arena? It's the Acclaimed. Anthony Bowens right here with his individual figure release. I prefer the Ringside Collectibles exclusive, but since we got to get these huge main event superstars out there, more often than not, here's a version of Anthony Bowens of the Acclaimed as a single figure release. There's that alternate head sculpt right here. Alternate scissor hands and mic holding hands. And here's the Bowens figure himself with the tongue hanging out right there. Alternate head sculpt, packaged on there, looking good. He's got that great entrance vest with the scissors all over it on the back. Everyone loves the Acclaimed. What a design. Check that out. And Bowens on the trunks too. Love the black trim in the front right there. More scissors. I like that it looks like a pair of underwear. People make that joke. But they're trunks, okay? And they look great. And here's the AEW microphone packaged in his hand with that piece of plastic to hold it in place. I like to leave that on because I just like that it's fixed so nicely. Of course, he's got scissor hands, some pink knee pads with the A in the front for the Acclaimed, and Acclaimed on the boots. Great detail on this figure. Look at even the strings in the back right here are molded. So great effort and great piece from Jazwares. Anthony Bowen's got to be happy about this one. Not just one, but two versions of the Acclaimed right here. Max Caster, Platinum Max, coming up with the sick rhymes in an individual figure release. There he is on the back, looking good. Let's crack that open. What's next for the Acclaimed, huh? Perhaps if in Sting's last match he does not win the tag team championships and the Young Bucks do, I would say the Acclaimed should step right up and ask for another shot. What do you think? This is the alternate Max Caster head sculpt right here. Open hand accessory and headphones accessory. Look at those beats. Don't forget about Platinum Max's Acclaimed hat right here. The Acclaimed. Now the Max figure itself with his tongue out. Look at that. We got that silver chain around his neck. That's of course removable. And the Acclaimed jersey, sleeveless jersey right here. Acclaimed 78 in the front, Platinum 78 in the back. That of course can be removed if you undo the Velcro right here. Again, packaged with that AEW microphone. Check that out. See that in his hand right there, looking good. And you can see the design on the rest of his gear. We got those silver tights with the pink scissors, some black designs on there. Yo, of course, yo, listen. Nobody says that like Platinum Max Caster with scissor designs all over these pants. Scissor me daddy ass. There I am saying it again. Never thought I would. Platinum on the back. And there's some knee pads in the front. A microphone on this knee pad, and best wrestler alive on this one. Tall silver lace boots. Gotta love laces on boots. I'm all for it. Platinum Max Caster. I am Keith Lee right here. Mr. Keith Lee made possibly the biggest, if not one of the biggest AEW debuts that there was. So you wonder where he's been. I would like to see Keith Lee get back in the ring, get himself into title contention. Like, come on, man. Where is he? Let's see some more Keith Lee so we can put this amazing action figure to use right here. There he is on the back with the hood over his head. Just being, man, I can't get over that debut. He really just came up and made himself look larger than life. And since then, you'd like to see more of him. Let's just put it that way. A little more Keith Lee with a little more action in the action-packed AEW Dynamite television. Why not? A couple of interchangeable hand accessories here. And here's the Keith Lee figure itself. Now, for me, this is amazing in comparison to the previously released Keith Lee figures. I think it's a huge step up in detail, in likeness, right? Look at his face. That is Keith Lee, spot on. You got this entrance vest right here, the elbow pads, some wrist tape. This is, of course, removable. You have a great, unique body mold underneath. Look at that. Looks just like Keith Lee. You can't complain about that. It's just like, it's too good of a version of a guy that really has a distinct likeness that it's really been captured here, in my opinion. You got the short tights right here, symbol on the side, Limitless on the other side right there. Move the hand so you can get a good look at that. See that? Limitless. Looking good. On the back, Keith Lee, so we don't forget who he is. You can't forget a larger-than-life guy like this. Black knee pads, black short-lace boots. Keith Lee, ready to wrestle again. Let's see it. Let's see it happen. Now, don't forget about Ricky Starks. No sleeping on Ricky Starks right here with an all-new figure featuring the FTW Championship, a protege of some of the best in the business, as it were, and still, you know, keeping his market share in the AEW roster, which is a little bloated and sometimes can feature a lot of people, but Ricky Starks manages to make it work for himself, and this man is on television making it happen, and hopefully he continues to do that. A couple of interchangeable hand accessories here, including this one with the folded finger. And don't forget that nice and shiny gold and orange FTW Championship belt right here. Here's the Ricky Starks figure itself. Check that out with a roaring head sculpt, ready to rock, ready to fight, an angrier demeanor than the last time we saw him in a figure treatment, right? Because he is angry and he should be. He wants to get into that title contention, all titles. This man wants to be at the top of the AEW chain, and it shows every time he steps in the ring and every time he picks up a microphone. Look at those trunks with the white, gold, and orange design right there. Kind of that Starks gold signature on the back. Very cool. White, black knee pads, looking good. Details on the boots right here, some laces. You got them, the white toes in the front right here, and on the back, some further white design. Ricky Starks, ready to go. Keep it the top of the chain. Toni Storm, not quite timeless right here, but just before timeless. Shades of timeless. We're definitely right here in this version of Toni Storm. Just absolutely coming into her own in AEW, and people are huge fans of Toni Storm, including myself. So much going on, especially if you're a film buff. I mean, come on. Nobody does it better than Toni Storm, and this is your first chance to get an all fresh new figure. Here's her pair of sunglasses right here, removable, and the AEW Women's World Championship, all gold, all ready to go. Here's Toni's black and red jacket with those molded studs, some lightning bolt designs right here, looking good. Check that out. Good stuff. And the Toni figure itself, we got that eye black right there underneath the one eye. Love that look. The hair in the back with some black, we'll call those highlights right there. And studs on her gear. I think the great thing about this Toni Storm figure, it captures her real life physique in a way that isn't really typical for female wrestling figures. I think a lot of times there can be a lot of interchangeability. You don't get the uniqueness, and Toni Storm is a very unique talent, and this figure reflects it for sure. Check that out. You can see the gear in the back here. Black lightning bolt, red lightning bolt, good color scheme, molded studs. Here's the front of her short tights with the molded lacing in the front right there, and black knee pads, tall black boots with some laces. Toni Storm, not quite timeless, but getting there, and very cool to see her finally get a release. Swerve, you got Prince Nana dancing for this man right here, and he's coming to the ring where everyone loves him. Swerve Strickland, just absolutely catapulting into stardom now that he's a member of the AEW roster, and you love to see it. It's great when that happens, when you see a talent get a kind of natural reaction from fans, make that real connection, and Swerve Strickland is one of the latest to do it, and that's great to see. And so his first action figure, hotly anticipated, and going to be very cool to see this get into the hands of collectors. What's going to be even cooler is seeing Swerve tango with some of the best, you know? Pair of removable sunglasses right here, interchangeable hands featuring tattoo. Don't forget Swerve's removable jacket with plenty of detail right here. Cool stuff, great designs. Look at that eyeball. I'll take it, right? We got the ruff right here at the top, kind of that faux fur. It's not, it's plastic, but it looks like faux fur. And that design on the back, man, who even knows what this stuff is other than cool, right? Realist, Swerve. Swerve is a cool guy, and this is a cool jacket. We all ready for a Swerve Strickland figure? Here it is. This is where it's at. You can see you got painted on dreadlocks right there. Great colors right here on this side, also a little bit on that side right there. Accurate style tattoos, looking good. Good reflective physique with a belt here. We got purple and orange ring pants, and on this side you can see design of a really crazy looking wild face right there. On the other side, What's that say? It says Swerve. Why wouldn't it? Because that's who this is. Swerve Strickland right here with some great detail on his ring tights. Unique, I would say. You know, not too organized, but not too sloppy. Gotta love that. Orange, white knee pads, and silver right here to meet down small laced boots, short laced boots, excuse me. Black lace boots. Swerve Strickland coming to the party, ready to roll. That's about the size of it right here. Jazwares AEW Unrivaled Series 14. Platinum Max Caster right there. And Anthony Bowens, the Acclaimed, getting individual releases here. Toni Storm before she was timeless, but still making her way into the big times. Keith Lee right here, making that huge impact in AEW and in the figure line with great detail. Ricky Starks staying at the top of the chain. And he's right up there with Swerve Strickland. This one with a natural connection with all those fans. Check out Jazwares AEW Unrivaled Series 14 at Ringside Collectibles. Get them while they're hot, because when they're gone, they're gone. We got rings, accessories. You can get a full elite scale ring to put all these figures in and be in scale and have those matches that you've been waiting for since you first started collecting action figures. This is the way to do it. Head on over to Ringside Collectibles, WrestlingFigures.com. Make it all about wrestling figures.